Hello everyone, this is PM Chellapandi here. First of all, I would like to welcome you to my today's session. In this session, we are going to discuss about what is Bayes theorem and where it is applying in our real life. Okay, in detail, we are going to discuss about this topic, and also we are going to understand this concept by a storytelling. Right. So here you just imagine a person goes to a hospital and takes a medical test. Okay, the test result comes back positive. Immediately, the person becomes worried and thinks, "I definitely have the disease." But is that really true? No. This is where Bayes theorem becomes very important, right? So Bayes theorem teaches us something very powerful. Whenever we get new information, we should not jump to conclusions. Instead, we must update our belief carefully using logic and probability. Okay, let us slowly understand this idea in step by step. So Bayes theorem is a very important theorem in our daily life. So here we are going to learn this Bayes theorem using a design thinking concept. Okay, let's recall. Okay, let's recall some fundamental things about this Bayes theorem. So before learning Bayes theorem, there are two important concepts that we should know. The first one is basic probability, and the second one is conditional probability. So we already know clearly that P of A is given by B is equal to P of A intersection B is divided by P of B. So Bayes theorem is built from this conditional probability formula. So if you understand that conditional probability, Bayes theorem becomes very easy, right? Okay, now let us use the empathy concept to understand this concept even more better. So here I have a question, that is, why do we need Bayes theorem? Okay, let us think about a real situation. Suppose a medical test result is positive. Does that the person definitely has the disease? Okay, just now we have discussed this story. So not necessarily, we must consider the common the diseases and how accurate the test is. So Bayes theorem helps us to calculate the actual probability after seeing the test results. Okay, so it helps us move from initial belief to update itself, right? Let us come to next slide. So here we are going to ideate our concept. Okay, so the general formula, first let us see the formula. It is P of H is given by D is equal to P of H is given by D dot P of H is divided by P of D. So here P of H is divided by B is a posterior probability. That is what we want to find, right? So P of A is a prior probability. This is P of A means P of H. This is our initial belief, and P of H is divided by D is likelihood. This tells the P of D is divided D is given by H, which is likelihood. This is telling us likely D is happening if H is true, right? So therefore P of D is the total probability of B. So in simple words, posterior means it is likelihood into prior is given by evidence, right? Now let's come to prototype. So here to understand the prior, likelihood and posterior, there are three important terms that we have to understand clearly. Prior probability, what we believe before seeing new ideas, that is called prior probability. Then likelihood, here how strongly the evidence supports the event, right? So next let's move to posterior probability. So the updated probability after considering evidence. So here Bayes theorem is basically a belief updating rule, right? So here we have a numerical examples, so which is helping us to understand the Bayes theorem even more better, right? For example, suppose 1% people have a disease, so P of D is equal to 0.01. Test accuracy: if a person has disease, test is positive 99% of time, so P of positive divided by T is equal to 0.99. Therefore, if a person does not have disease, test is positive, then 5% of time. So P is given not D, so it is 0.05. So we want P of D is given by positive. Okay. So next, here we have a mind map, so which is showing what are the topics that we have to study, okay, in Bayes theorem. So I have covered all these topics in this video, so that will help you. Now here we have assessment questions, so you can take this assessment questions to test your understanding level. So here I have shared some reference links also, that also you can use for understanding this concept even more better. So let's come to conclusion. Here the conclusion part is very important, because why Bayes is important in AA. Okay, the answer to these questions will conclude this session. So in artificial intelligence, machines makes decisions based on probability. So Bayes theorem helps machines update predictions, handle uncertainty, improve accuracy with more data. It is one of the foundations of probabilistic machine learning, right? So Bayes theorem helps us update probability using new evidence. So dear students, thank you so much for watching this video. This video definitely help you to understand about what is Bayes theorem and where it is applying, then how to handle the Bayes theorem, everything. You will get a clear idea about this topic. So I will meet you with a different concept in the next video.